Where's she at?
She is at her grandma's farm because her grandma is moving,
Oh.
and she's helping her package stuff up.
I didn't know she... Hey, where's she moving to?
She's moving to where all the old people go.
Oh, sunny Florida.
Florida.
I was just thinking.
She's moving to heaven. They're helping her pack for heaven. Not quite. But she said they were leaving there at 4. Like they left at 6 this morning.
Is there anything else to turn off there?
Subwoofer?
I know, other than that.
No. So she should be back by supper time.
All the way, right? All the way left?
If it's an orange light, you did it right.
If it's brown, drink it down.
I'd give you a rhyme,
Yeah,
but
why don't you
there's
sit here?
not really
Sit
any.
Closer.
You can stay there, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, because
You can stay there, yeah.
If I sit on Danielle's, you sit
Uh,
on Danielle's. Danielle's.
You don't have to, Grant. You can stay over there.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd be on camera there. I'm sorry, Grant. Go back to your corner.
No, it's okay. This way the mic can pick me up better.
I can.
We haven't had any complaints about mic volume
Look at
in
that,
a long
Look
time.
at that.
What? Robot penis?
Yeah. Grant, can you act as a radio disc jockey?
Look at the live. But we need like
Oh my gosh!
sound effects and stuff.
Oh, this is
that does
Silver
work.
Simpson saying hello to all you ladies.
So if you had multiple, then
Radio
everyone would be
lab.
like.
Well, one of them is going to the live stream. One of them is going to Audacity. I don't think Audacity can. Audacity only lets you pick one microphone
Right.
to record.
Tried that
So.
before.
But like,
But if you tried a different recording application.
so if I had like 5 recording apps open, then I might
No,
be
no.
able.
If
Oh,
you
one that
did
lets you. I don't know that any of them are able to. You have to have like a
GarageBand,
virtual
probably
splitter. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I thought about that too.
That's so. It's like It's like a hand sanitizer. It comes out like thick, but then it's real runny. That's what that reminds me of.
Comes out thick. I thought it just came out running.
It's like a thicker but like watery solution. I don't know.
You want to do the Pokemon? Have you ever done a Pokemon?
Probably not well.
That's not what I asked.
I think probably in the past. I'm not.
Once-
We're not doing music.
Why don't you do it now? Unless you're gonna do it.
But I mean, I didn't set it up because I've been.
Well, then we're not
screwed
doing
up.
it. 3,
What am I going to read?
2, 1.
The biology.
Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 475, the Galade Podcast.
The Galade
or the
Podcast.
Galade.
Pronounced doesn't say.
Mom, Brady, can you tell us about Galade?
What does she read on this? This is ridiculous. There's so much information.
You read the stuff about the thing.
Galade is a dual-type
See, you got it.
psychic fighting Pokemon. It evolves from a male Corellia
I know.
when exposed to a Dawnstone. It is one of
Like a
Ralph's
stone made out of
favorite
the
forms.
dish soap.
Yes.
And in our world, it's not very rare, but in the Pokemon world, hard to come by.
It can Mega Evolve into... should I say?
No.
That's next week.
That's next week.
And Mega Evolutions are new.
Galade... Is that what we're talking about? I don't remember. Yeah. Is a...
Are we talking about Pokemon
It's
here?
a white bipedal Pokemon. Its lower body consists of rounded hips with strong legs.
Tell
It
me
has
more.
a thin green torso with sharp red horns sticking out of its chest and back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see a picture of this guy. That's weird. They're not really horns as much as they are like
Nipples?
fins,
Oh.
like rudders or something.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
nipples.
Its arms are shaped like tonfus, which I don't know, with the extendable blades on its elbows.
How is
It
that
will
spelled?
use tonfus, Tonfas, tonfus,
Oh, okay.
tonfas. It will use its arms like swords in order to protect someone. Its head resembles a gladiator's helmet with a white face and a teal head crest. It has spikes on the sides of its face. This thing's covered in spikes. It is a master of courtesy and swordsmanship that is capable of predicting its foes' moves. That's amazing. An anime made a minor appearance in the 10th movie.
Yeah, we're at the point where you can just recap.
And minor appearances, blah, blah, blah.
It's number 475. It's a what type?
It's a native of the Hoenn region.
I don't even remember anymore. Psychic fighting type. Abilities are steadfast, justified, hidden ability.
Oh, that's how he can predict his opponent's moves because he's psychic.
Its catch rate is 45.
I mean, it's male. There's only males? Yeah, I guess so. 100% male. Psychic fighting. All right, thanks.
How do you get more?
Thanks, Mom Brain. How do you get... Oh, look who it is.
Mr. Moneybags.
Should we
Pulling up in his fancy car.
Let's pause it.
We're not pausing. Obviously, Mom Brain is not here, and I saw someone say, no music? No, there's no music today because Nikki Hill was too busy playing The Last of Us Left Behind. Or, I'm sorry, The Story of Us.
I played through the story of The Last of Us.
So there won't be any music today, so if you're looking for music, get the hell out, because it ain't going to be here. Unless you guys can figure out something to do in between now and the end of the show. Hello, Guy Bonds. Hello, Diddy Kong and Octo G123 and Charlie and Link Triforce and Nintendan and the King of Mars and who said the thing I wanted to say? Diddy Kong says he's eating broccoli, chatting, and podcasting and writing new songs.
Wait, Diddy Kong
I
is
don't think that's a
podcasting
typo.
too? Should we watch his podcast or who?
Huh?
Should we watch Diddy Kong's podcast?
Hello, Malik Halo. I don't know if you can watch his. Maybe he's just recording it.
Or does
maybe
he
he's not recording
he's
live.
listening to our podcast?
Guy Bond says.
Man.
Guy Bond says fancy Aztec. Yes, it's true.
You guys ready for a lady in the room?
Ladies, right? Well, somebody I forgot I missed who said. Oh, here it is. The King of Mars says, "Where the white women at?" Well, they're coming. He says, "Where are the white women at?" Hi, everyone. Diddy Kong says, "I make music."
I make songs.
Now you know. I make beautiful songs.
I'm a professional songwriter.
Hello, G-Man, sir. All right.
What's in the news? I don't care about these people.
Wow. Well, I do. First things first.
I apologize for Nikki Hill, everybody.
It already started. You know it starts at 3:15.
I thought it was 3:30.
What?
I started to think that too.
Yeah. Did you really think that? How do you think you're at a lot of the shows? You know it starts at 3:15.
I usually feel like 3:30 is like. I mean, it makes more sense. It's not. This isn't an Adult Swim show. You know what I mean?
We never start at 3:30. Site always says 3:15.
I know, but I never look at your site either.
Well, if you start late a couple minutes.
No. If Lube starts late, it doesn't matter.
I'm so far away.
Well, that's what happens when we get here late.
Technically, they're all.
Well,
Didn't we
Kirby
start
was
at,
going
like,
to sit there,
12?
but then he moved up in the world because we didn't know if you were coming.
He should have. It was all. I blame my girlfriend 100% for me being late. Don't you dare.
I believe it.
It really was.
Hello, LED Naruto.
Ellie? Oh, too soon.
LED. Oh, I never thought of it like that. It's the letters LED-Naruto. But
I thought it was Ellie.
LED. Like a rapper's name.
Yo, LED, Naruto here.
There's weirder rapper names than that. So.
Yo, LED, what's it gonna be? Put your hands in the air.
Just don't care.
I like you doing that in here because it's just a hand passing in front of everybody.
Looks like he's in the audience.
Say hi to the audience out there. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that is following the GoNintendo Instagram because we have way more followers than I thought we would. You can go to Instagram and all you got to do is search GoNintendo and it's the GoNintendo logo, so that's how you know it's us. It's just regular GoNintendo because there's GoNintendo imposters, but just search GoNintendo and we are the first one that comes up.
How are there GoNintendo imposters? Isn't that flattering to you?
I guess.
Is it really?
It was, well, maybe flattering now, but when I was trying to set up the account and I was like, oh, this name's taken. This is taken too. I was like, okay. Well, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that just did GoNintendo and don't know about the site, but yeah, I lucked out and managed to get just GoNintendo, but all the other names I tried were taken. But anyway, like I was saying, thank you to everybody that's following. We have something like 6,200 followers already. It's only been a couple weeks. I want to give a special thank you to Game Explain, because Game Explain was sharing our Instagram stuff with their readers, and I want to thank. Oh God, this is terrible. I'm forgetting. I already thanked Nintendo Life, but I'll thank them again. Thanks to Nintendo Life. Hello, Spocker. Because they shared the news, and also this week we were very lucky to get tweeted out and Instagrammed by Anthony Padilla from Smosh. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Smosh. If you've been on the internet for a while, they're a huge, huge show on YouTube. They are, I think, the #1 comedy, the most subscribed comedy channel or show on YouTube. And they just announced a movie. There's going to be a Smosh movie, so they're working on that. But Anthony over there has helped us with stuff in the past, promoted things that we did, blah, 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 blah. And we were talking about Smash Brothers, and I had
Smosh
a couple. Oh my God, Smosh Brothers, Super Smash Brothers. We were talking about the Smash Brothers demo, and he had entered the contest and lost because I don't play favorites. But it was coming to the end of the week, and I had somebody else emailed in codes, and they said I got them really late, and it was only a couple days before the demo went public, which is what happened on Friday. And I emailed Anthony. I was like, I got a code if you want it. I got nothing to do with it. So I gave him the code, and then he was nice enough to take a picture of it and put it on his Instagram and put it on Twitter as well, and they thanked us for it. So we've been getting a lot of followers from him, so thank you for doing that. I didn't ask him to do that or anything like that. He just did it because he's a nice guy.
Slipped him a 50.
Well, yes, I did that, but that's standard practice. So yeah, we got about 6,200 followers on there, and it seems like you guys like what I'm doing. I'm trying to do what...
About 6,000 of them are bots.
Yeah, right. I did see one bot in the comments that was like, get more Instagram followers by blah, 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 and it had a link to something. I was like, oh, here we go. But yeah, thanks everybody that's following. I appreciate it, and we're doing fun stuff on there. Little videos and stuff like that. I'll post some of it on GoNintendo, but not all of it, so if you want to see all of it, check it out there. King of Mars says, worst rapper name ever? Yak Balls. I feel like there's got to be a... Is that a real rapper? I feel like there's got to be a worse rapper name than that. So I was learning about rapping the other day. So there's, what is it? D12?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, D12.
So,
isn't that Eminem's band?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that it's a band.
Eminem's band.
D12.
D12.
It's like
Yeah,
Eminem's
D-Block.
Like rapper
D-Block.
stable.
Yeah.
No, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, it's his group.
So he was
Or
looking
his
to make
team.
Eminem's team. He was looking to make a group of the 12 best rappers in Detroit. Except he could only find 6 that were good.
Oh.
So he decided that they all needed to make alter egos, which is why it was D12. He's like, I'm already calling it D12, so we have to do something. Which is how he got Slim Shady, because Slim Shady is his alter ego from D12. I was like, wow, I didn't know any of that. I feel so much more learned now. And that's your rap lesson for today. Let's talk about this. Look at that. Can you hold that up to the camera?
It's blue.
Is that the one that doesn't come with Smash Brothers?
Oh, that's the one. It is.
That is pretty cool looking.
And it's available now to the public, so you can go out and get one. But I just want to show. I showed this on our Instagram, and I believe I posted it on GoNintendo.
You know, the more you unwrap it, the more it
Devaluates.
I'm not worried about.
devaluates.
I'm not worried about monetary value.
It also devalues the nostalgic value.
I need to show.
Yeah, but if we put our fingerprints
to the
on it,
camera.
that will increase
That
its
is
value.
way nicer than I thought it was
It's
going to go this way. Closer. There you go. That's a good shot. Tilt it a little forwards and backwards. Show it off. Oh, look at that, man. A little bit more this way. There you go. That is a beautiful 3DS. I can't. It's way nicer than I thought. Thank you.
Inside's the same.
It looks like a 3DS on the inside. Look at that. That is way nicer than I
It would
expected.
be real nicer if it came with the game.
It would be nice if it came with the game, but it doesn't. But like I said, it's available now. Came out.
You know how
what's
many
the
people is it
20?
going to fool?
Well,
A lot.
let's see what the box says. Doesn't Super Smash Brothers game sold separately? It says it on the box.
But what does it say on the back?
I don't know. Probably the same
says
thing.
no
somewhere
real-
else.
Right here, it
Games
says
sold
comes
separately.
with Super Smash Brothers.
Well,
drawing, small text, drawing on the front.
That's the difference, though. It said Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, I would like my drawing of Super
Then again,
Smash
how many
Bros.
people are going to buy this thinking it is just the game
Nobody.
for the 3DS?
Nintendo's having like $200 for just a game. Well, then they'll be. So some people will be very upset. And some
Mommy, I
people
want
will
that
be
new
like,
3DS.
The
You already
version-
have
the
a new
version
3DS.
for the
No, I need the
plain
new
3DS.
3DS with the game in it.
The version for the plain 3DS is so much cheaper, and now this one's $200 just because it's a bigger screen?
That's what they should do. They should change the name of the original 3DSs to plain 3DS, and the new ones could be called New, and that'll help differentiate. Love that gloss finish, says the King of Mars. Yeah,
Love that gloss finish.
it's really nice. Like I said, way nicer than I
Yeah,
thought
it's
it would be.
shiny.
It is shiny,
Real shiny.
It looks like it's made to last.
and I am happy. Yeah, I was
Get away from that!
I was
Get
expecting
that
it
cat out
to
of
be
there!
like more matte and not as nice a print, but it's very nice. Nope.
It's all blown,
If you put it on the laptop, they can see it, maybe.
it's all blown out.
Good enough.
Oh, bro, now.
So yeah,
You
that's
guys can
available
see
now.
it
You
from
can get
the
it, but just remember it doesn't come with the game. Similar to the gloss finish of the Japanese special editions, orange and blue, last year that were in Japan. This is the first time that the West has gotten something like this. He thinks, says Nintendo, and I believe him. Yes, Super Smash Bros. SOUPER. That's what he was saying. All right, let's do some news. As we usually have every week, this is the 7th in a row. We have a new Zeo Drifter Dev Diary. This time we got a look at planet creation and ship design. You get a look at what one of the planets look like. Planet 3. It now has like its visual. What the hell just happened? What's going on here? I didn't even touch anything. And now it's gone.
Refurbished.
Planet 3 was fully fleshed out, and now it has its like official theme and everything, so you can see what it looks like, and it looks pretty great. And you guys really liked it. You gave it a lot of likes.
They gave it its flesh.
And you also get a look at the inside and outside of your ship in the game, because you will be spending some time traveling in your ship and teleporting down to planets. So you fly your ship to a planet, and then you teleport out of your ship to the planet's teleportation spot, and then travel back and forth. So you can check out that Dev Diary if you want. There are more to come. This was written on July 29th, so it's been in the works for quite some time, but we're getting it. We're getting it this year. It's coming. And Renegade Kids, Jules Watcham, said that they are working on the trailer right now. So hopefully we'll get a look at the trailer pretty soon. The first trailer, because we've only seen screenshots and art and stuff like that so far. And as always, I link to all the other diary entries in that post, so you can check them out if you missed any of the other ones. First comment comes from King of Safari, and he says, I'm super into this. Can't wait for this game to come out. Well, like I said, it's this year, so you won't have to wait too long. Yes, Smash Brothers 3DS. Blue one is North America only, as far as I know. So the only place you can get the nice blue one is here.
Or Canada.
Well, if it's North America, yes, Canada should have it, but I can't confirm that. Maybe it's just the U.S., although I doubt it. Europe, this week's digital downloads. What did Europe get? They got Kick Beat Special Edition on the Wii U. Beat matching meets Kung Fu and Kick Beat, an award-winning rhythm game where rhythm and action merge seamlessly. It features licensed tracks from a diverse lineup of artists,
Like D12.
from well-known bands such as Pendulum and
D12?
POD.
Whoa.
You do know that one. To indie pioneers Cell Dweller and Blue Stolly.
Oh, I love that Blue Stolly.
And to hidden talent, that Blue Stolly's so hot right now. To hidden talents like electronic music producer Voicians and Taiwanese rapper Shen Yi.
Funny rap names.
There
Shenwei.
you I said Shen Yi, but I like Shen Wei better.
Shenwei.
Take your high scores online and compete with friends on the worldwide leaderboards. Also available is Chim Puzzle Pro. Okay, who's going to tell me what they think Chim Puzzle Pro is about?
Wait. You said chim?
Chim or
puzzle?
chimp?
Well,
Are there chimps in this?
Chimp
it's
Puzzle?
Chim Puzzle Pro, Chimp Puzzle Pro, or Chim Puzzle Pro. However you want to say it.
All right, well, it's,
ChimPuzzle.
All right, so there's a bunch of chimpanzees, and they're all chained up to different desks. Like there's a big, like a classroom type setting,
I like it.
and they're all given puzzles that they have to solve. And if they don't solve the puzzles in a certain time,
The scientists come back and inject them with a deadly serum. No,
yeah.
Is that
So
what you were gonna say?
well, close to it. I think you covered what I was throwing down.
All right. Well, then I'll tell you what it really is.
bunch of
Spocker
chance-
says Cell Dweller is quite good.
Sitting in a
Hello,
room.
Laxter and Joe
So if they
Shabbat.
don't
a
solve,
bunch of
if they don't solve the puzzles, they go
typewriters.
back to the experimental labs.
Anything you'd like to add to this? Are you good with that?
Yeah, I mean,
So
It
you
was
had
the best of times.
so
it was the worst of times.
Chim Puzzle Pro is a
So-
puzzle game set in a unique jungle environment. You are the god of the game to help a monkey called Bebo out to reach his bananas. To help him out,
oh, I
you-
knew there were gonna be bananas.
you have to put blocks on the right places, which Bebo can walk or climb
It's
on.
like it's
That's
a
it.
cat trap.
Your idea sounded better. Darts Up. The ultimate darts game is now on Wii U. Darts Up is a fun game of darts in which you have to complete control over aiming thanks to the gamepad motion sensor. You can play with your friends and family up to a maximum of 4 players. There's also a combo mode with special moves, and most importantly, an arcade mode with online ranking
Why
table
don't you just
So
play
is that
real
like-
darts with your friends?
where you can compete with, compare your best scores with friends and players from around the world. What if there's no local pubs for you to play darts in?
I own a dartboard with darts.
So are you inviting everyone over to your place to
The darts
play?
actually
I'll-
came with them.
When
I'll
was
just
the last time you played?
darts.
No, what is darts? Yes, when was the last time you played darts?
Maybe 4 years ago.
Oh. Mon Premier Karaoke is available on the Wii U. It's a karaoke game featuring some of the most popular children's songs of all time.
Of all time.
On the virtual console.
Like
it
what?
is
Name some. What are the most popular children's songs of
When
all
the Bridge
time?
is Falling Down, Mary Had a Little Lamb,
Mhm.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
The alphabet song.
Baba Black Sheep.
anything from Kids Bop.
Superman by Eminem.
Yeah. No, that's everyone's favorite song. Life Force is available.
Let me see.
Whoa, that was a great movie.
Pilot the Vic Viper on a mission to destroy an enormous alien that threatens to devour the galaxy. Classic shoot-'em-up Life Force is a spin-off of the seminal Gradius series, featuring 6 stages that take place inside a gigantic creature, alternating between horizontally and vertically scrolling environments. Collect capsules to gain new weapons and power-ups, and defeat the bosses at the end of each stage.
It's not based off the movie.
Tough
No.
game.
Hyrule Warriors is available as of yesterday in Europe. You know about the discount stuff. Special offers on Resident Evil Revelations, DuckTales Remastered, Dungeons & Dragons, Chronicles of Mystara, One Piece Unlimited World Red, Adventure Time Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know, Ben 10 Omniverse 2, and Turbo Super Stunt Squad, everybody's favorite animated movie. 3DS eShop has Glory of Generals, has The Keep. Did we read about The Keep last week? I
Sure.
think so.
Yeah, it was real boring. Next.
Donkey Kong Original Edition, Theater of the Final Fantasy, special offers on Zelda stuff, and lots of Capcom stuff, as well as Real Heroes Firefighter 3D, Parking Star 3D, Quell Reflect, 3D Game Collection Guard, Dual Match 3D.
Well, reflect.
You heard me right.
What's the description on that game?
No description. I just know it has like a little ball in it. It has a little quell in it. Project Cross
When
Zone.
it's just a quell and mirrors.
Uh,
It just looks at
you've never seen that bird before?
You've never been quail hunting?
Doug was Quell Man.
Yeah, I've seen one person dressed up as Quellman
Look at that quill.
at an event once. That was good.
Madagascar 3 and the Croods Combo Pack. Combo Pack is in capital letters. Madagascar 3 and the Croods Combo Pack.
And the Croods.
Combo.
Oh, that's
Combo pack.
Come on, look, we can get 2 crappy games for the price of 1. First comment comes from KC44, and he says, "Yay, Hyrule Warriors out this week. This pleases my DuckTales. Woohoo!"
Oh, that
Hill's going on
darn
there.
cat.
A talking cat? So a couple of years ago, there was this Japanese newspaper, well-known newspaper called the Asahi Shimbun.
Oh, yes,
Shimbun
Had a page 6 girl in it.
had a big interview with none other than Satoru Iwata. saying they talked to him about Nintendo's future and what's going on with the company currently and all that stuff.
This was years ago?
This was 2 years ago.
Oh.
And this week they admitted that they faked the whole interview.
Yeah.
They said the interview was printed 2 years ago. A newspaper asked Nintendo for an interview with Iwata, but Nintendo turned them down. So the newspaper was like, we'll just use quotes from Iwata Asks features that they put up. And then they made their own interview with them. And somebody at the newspaper said, I thought Nintendo signed off on this idea. And Nintendo protested the entire story when it came out, saying that the information was online and that the newspaper had made it look like they sat down with Iwata for an interview, but they didn't.
Then?
Yes. And the newspaper stood by their interview, and Nintendo said this interview never happened, and now 2 years later, they're finally admitting it. So it was a fake.
But it's not like the information was fake because they grabbed it all off the internet.
Well,
So it was true.
They reworded things too, so.
Oh, okay.
But it's also okay for them to admit it because it's not like Nintendo's going to shut them down now anyway for having lied about it.
Joe Shabadoo says, Nikki Hill's been lifting. Check out those sexy video gaming shoulders.
It's all fat.
I got some fat stored in my shoulders. Hawk says, wow, Asahi is one of Japan's most prominent newspapers. This is pretty unscrupulous behavior for them. Or any paper, but yeah.
Because when I play games, I get real tense. Like, oh my gosh!
He was saying he was tense when he was playing, right?
Yeah. That's why, didn't you used to, like, sit on the floor and have, like, the, your DS, like, sitting on the couch because you couldn't hold it?
He's
and you would,
right.
like, kneel on the
Especially
floor
when you were
in front
playing
of it.
Trauma
Well, it
Center.
was Trauma Center I had to do it because it was, like,
Listen, when I'm
intense.
performing surgery, it's very serious.
And I had people, like, blot my brow.
And Smash Brothers
You snuck a peek of that. A pic of that. A pico.
I do remember doing
Posted
that.
it
Yeah.
on GoNintendo.
Smash Brothers 3DS is available in Japan.
Not me.
It is
Log
available.
memory.
It's available at retail or through the eShop. And in 2 days' time, the title managed to sell 1 million copies. So Nintendo obviously has a hit on their hands, which everybody expected it to be. But they wanted to say that.
That's a lot.
I know, yeah. That was just for the first couple days. And when the final numbers came out for the week, it was something like retail sold 940,000 or something like that. So we don't know the digital, but we know there's at least 60,000 digital to make up the million sold.
Oh. NPD is going to be fun next month.
Well, when we get the game, yeah, but we do NPD for the United States.
True. Dang it.
October. It comes out in October, so soon enough you'll have
November's
your
NPD.
Yes.
When does it come out? Late October?
Yeah.
I don't think it's late October. I want to say like 3rd, 4th. I feel like it's only like 13
What
days.
game are we talking about?
Smash Brothers?
I thought you told me.
But
it doesn't
Smash
have a
Brothers-
date yet.
You asked me about the Wii U version.
Yeah, this
and I
is
said
the
it
DS
doesn't have a date
Smash.
yet. 3DS.
The 3DS. The new 3DS Smash.
Are you clear now?
Yes.
Siavum says that's some pretty great numbers.
Wait, who says that?
Siavum.
Because I was gonna say,
SIAVM.
Oh.
regardless, I guess whether it's 3DS or Wii U,
Number 8.
you guys let's put it down on the table now. It's gonna come out mid October. You said. I was gonna say even if it came out like the last week of October, it would still probably make the list.
I said 3rd or 4th, so that would be early. Oh yeah, it will be in NPD's top.
But I was saying even if it only came out with like 5 days left of the month, it would be.
Oh yeah.
It would probably place.
Well, I mean, almost all games make a lot of their sales within the first week
We
or
should be able
two.
to know what pre-sales are, don't we?
Link Triforce says October 3rd. I am correct, and Guy Bonds agrees. There you go, October 3rd. So not
Guybons.
far off at all. Yeah, like Guy Bonds beat Guy Bonds. The Image and Form guys who made SteamWorld Dig, one of the sleeper hits of I don't know, was it last year?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe early this year.
I don't
think
know.
it was last year.
I was totally surprised by it. Thanks to Nintendo's videos, I checked it out, and it's one of my favorite games of the year. Definitely one of the best games on a 3DS eShop,
My
without a
favorite
doubt.
game of the year, although I don't know if it came out that year.
Whatever year it came out, one of my favorite games. Well, now it's on Wii U eShop as well, so just the eShop in general. If you haven't picked that game up, you should do it. But they announced their new game. They said they're working on SteamWorld Dig 2, so they're going to do an official sequel, which we've known for a while, but they've been telling us that that's not going to be the next game out from them. They were going to do another SteamWorld game. And they announced SteamWorld Heist. Steam World Heist. It's in spring 2015. It's definitely coming to the 3DS, and they're being very mysterious about what other platforms it's coming to. But I'm sure Wii U is coming out.
They're being steamiest.
Mysteemious, yes.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, you get it. Let me explain what this is about. Cowbots in space. So what's SteamWorld Heist about? In short, space adventures and survival. You're the captain of a team of ragtag robots who explore and scavenge the remains of a destroyed world. You board enemy ships and command your crew in a unique variety of turn-based combat.
Turn-based?
Yes.
You liked it?
Well, the one I played wasn't turn-based.
Oh,
this is the new one. But I do like some turn-based stuff, like Fire Emblem I like. That's turn-based.
Mario and Luigi.
I like
oh yeah, you like that
Mario
XCOM
Luigi.
game,
Mario
right?
Luigi, I liked XCOM, yeah. Taking place sometime after SteamWorld Dig, a cataclysmic event has shattered the planet and forced its population into steam-driven spaceships. It's a robot-eat-robot world out there, and water is desperately hard to come by. Heisting other ships and bases, bad guys, unfortunately, a lot of them, is on their way only to remain in operation. Heist is in the sequel to SteamWorld Dig, but it's set in the same universe, and the Cowbots are still the heroes. A lot has happened in SteamWorld since then, and we want to give you a game that is radically different, partly because we wanted to make a turn-based strategy game, but also because it felt like a clever move. The obvious follow-up would have been SteamWorld Dig 2, but we wanted to surprise you. Did we succeed? So you can check out the teaser trailer for that, and because I like SteamWorld Dig so much, I am very ready to check out this game. And like I said, that doesn't come out until spring 2015, and all we have right now is a confirmed 3DS release, but I would be very surprised if it's not coming to Wii U. Nintendo says that SteamWorld Dig was last year.
I was just going to say that. Thanks a lot, Nintendo. Why don't you come over here and tell us that information?
Cifron says, looks to be interesting. I'll definitely be keeping tabs on it. It's pretty sure in the past they said their next project would be on Nintendo platforms. Platforms. Looking forward to getting this one way or another. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be available.
Or another.
He's going to get it. He's going to Steam Dick one way.
I thought you said Steam Dicks.
He's going to Steam
We're
Dick.
going to Steam
You play that Steam
Dick
Dicks game? That's awesome.
Yeah, IRL I played it.
Oh, it's a video game? There's a French advertisement from Nintendo saying that Smash Bros. Wii U would release on November 21st, which is not hard to believe because November 21st is an important day to Nintendo. They release a lot of stuff on that day, including hardware.
Isn't that when the Wii came out?
I believe so. And then Nintendo said that ad is a mistake. But I don't know that it's really a mistake. We'll find out soon enough. Remember, Amiibo is coming out this year.
And it must be a mistake if they actually said it was a mistake.
Oh.
If it wasn't a mistake, they'd say they'd have no comment.
You know, it's
Or they
Nintendo,
say they can neither confirm nor deny.
It's Nintendo of France, so they operate a bit differently. Cube Enigma says, Dear Nintendo, just confirm the date already. Eagerly awaiting fans.
A-holes.
Yeah, they need to do that. Well, you know what? They're not going to confirm the date until Smash Brothers hits 3DS first, because they don't want to cannibalize those sales.
They're kind of like Apple, right? In a way, it's like they got to a point a few years ago where they started doing not press releases or whatever, but they'd have a Nintendo Direct or something like that, and it's like, hey, this, and this. Oh, guess what? It's available
right
5
now.
minutes ago. You guys are late.
Well, they do that with like smaller games, yeah, but not like, you know, they'll do like an
I
eShop
thought
game
they
or
would do
something
that.
like
They
that.
did that with like some things.
Tell me. Yeah, they
I don't
do it
remember.
with some things.
No, but like some other
Like the most recent thing was the downloadable Kirby mini games on the 3DS eShop. They announced those in a Nintendo Direct and said they're available now. So Sakurai talked about, I guess I should say this is a spoiler, even though Sakurai has openly talked about it, and there was an interview in Famitsu. If you're considering anything Smash Brothers spoiler, I suggest you not listen for the next, let's say, 3 minutes. I'll keep it quick for you guys if you're trying to avoid starting right now. So Sakurai said in a Famitsu feature, well, actually he said a long time ago that Ice Climbers might not make the cut for Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U because they were having trouble getting both of them running on the 3DS version, along with everything else that's going on. So I said a long time ago, they might not make the cut, so I'm just warning you now, and obviously they didn't make the cut. And he talks more about that. He says that the Ice Climbers were running in the Wii U version, but due to the required hardware power, the team couldn't make it work in a 3DS game. Ice Climbers unlikely to have another installment in their franchise, so Sakurai says high priority wasn't given to them as far as getting them working in the game. So he's like, who the hell knows Smash or who the hell knows Ice Climbers? So we won't worry about it too much.
They weren't a super popular.
Yeah, I don't think they were. I don't miss Nana and Popo.
I'm gonna miss wailing on one of them and killing one and having the other one run around all lonely.
It says the Wii U and 3DS versions having different release dates is due to debugging. If both games shared the same release date, he said it's very possible that the games could have slipped to 2015. He also wants to point out that Akihiro Toda wrote the trophy descriptions, and that's of note because he's the guy who did all the text in the Earthbound/Mother series, which fans might be interested to know. So now you know, no Ice Climbers. Sergeant Scyther says, so it's confirmed that Ice Climbers don't get into either version of the game because of limitations to 3DS, and this is why both games having to share the same roster is bullshit. That's right, I said it.
So let's take away Mega Man and get rid of him, and then you can have your precious Ice Climbers.
Not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So stop complaining.
Wait, I'm not complaining. I don't like.
I'm talking to your iPod.
I am saying I am sorry to people that are fans of the Ice Climbers. I'm sorry your character is.
Yeah, you don't care.
Quiet down! Don't spoil.
We're a 3-minute period. We're a 3-minute and then spoiler period. Okay, yeah, because you got your Robbie the Robot, so you don't give a crap who doesn't make the cut.
All the people who like Ice Climbers should just play as Rob the Robot. Smash Brothers 3DS, if you want to know more about the sales in Japan, and it's seen the biggest sales debut in the franchise's history.
Is our 3 minutes over?
Yes, 3 minutes is over.
All right.
You're safe now. This is safe Smash Brothers information. Smash Brothers on the 64 in its opening.
Well, no one knew what it was then.
Sold 183,000 copies. The sequel, Melee, sold 350,000 copies.
Double.
Wii, or Brawl, I should say, sold 816,000 copies.
Doubles every time.
And Smash Brothers on the 3DS has sold 987,000. So
Still
the
not
highest
at a
thing
million.
Double.
Still not at a million. What is everyone's
it
problem?
is at a million. This is just retail. Nintendo's already confirmed digital.
Yeah, they didn't have digital for the other versions.
I don't care. I don't like the digital. I like having something to hold.
Yeah, I know.
Correct.
I know. Me too. But you still can't discount those sales.
A sale's a sale, yeah. Master of Monster says awaits certain people to make forced negative statements about this in one way or another. It's bound to happen. Anyway, glad to see Smash is doing well as expected. I bet Portable Smash is going to be big in Japan.
Yeah.
As it already is. Yeah, they love their portables over there.
I'm sorry, did you say Smash Brothers smashed records?
I didn't, but I obviously missed an opportunity.
Yeah. What's your headline on that story? Change it.
Let's see what it is.
It says Smash Brothers
3DS's biggest sales debut in franchise history.
It's pretty lame.
I'm sorry.
Really lame
Do you know anything about sensational journalism?
Grabbing people's attention?
That stuff is hot topic right now. Hashtag Gamersgate. I don't even know what's going on.
What's going on?
It's a whole podcast in and of itself. Hyrule Warriors has gotten. We got another round.
Skirt the issue. Just dance right around that question. What about Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, what about it?
We got another look at some new playable characters and some DLC coming out.
The Ice Climbers in it?
Yeah, sure. You just gotta look really hard. There's ice and people climb it. Sia, Wizro, and Volga will be playable in the next round of DLC.
Speaking of ice.
And you can also get yourself a special fancy
Volga
Dark
is
Link
a river
costume.
in Russia.
You remember Cursed Mountain?
Never heard of it. Yeah, I did.
Cursed Mountain?
I was thinking it recently that I wanted to go back and play it again.
It wasn't that bad.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
What does it have to do with
people just thought that
Warriors?
publisher,
said
developer,
ice.
whoever it was,
Took place in the snow.
they didn't think they would make a good game because they made a lot of licensed poopy stuff. It's always hard for a developer.
Yeah, but now they do Dead Island, so right? Or do they just publish that?
I think they just publish it. Yeah, that's not.
Well, I see their name all over it.
It's very hard for developers that do licensed stuff to break out of that mold and say, like, look, we can do original stuff too. Like, one of the only ones I know of is Way Forward. They do a ton of licensed stuff, but they have very high quality original IP that broke through. I mean, look at like High Voltage. They tried with the Conduit, they did, and then disappeared. Omnipotent Swine says, so will this cost us? I don't plan to get the game on launch anymore, considering we only get, like, what, 13 characters? I was hoping for at least 30, considering it's a Muso game.
Why do you think, too, that, like, companies that distribute games get more recognition than the people who actually make it? Like
because the publisher
really
wants to be front and center. They put the money out there to make the game, so they think.
And they put the freaking time and money into making the game. The other people.
I agree. Their names are on the boxes too. Just
much smaller.
Yeah. I don't think it should be that. I think it should at least be equal.
There's a lot of people who don't pay attention to that stuff.
I know. Hyrule Warriors. I did my review for the game. If you want to check that out. You like the review?
It stinks.
I like the game.
What number did you give it?
I don't give numbers anymore.
Really? Why
Letter?
Gave it a 2 out of 10.
I haven't given numbers in years.
Gives it an F out of G.
He doesn't like doing that because then people just scroll to the bottom
letters.
and go,
Out of the entire alphabet, I give it a letter.
I'll give that one an F out of G scale.
So how many stars did you give it?
There's no stars. There's no thumbs up or thums down.
There's
There's no points.
How many tomatoes
likes did I get?
How many tomatoes did you
There's
get?
19 pluses on it, so that's pretty good. I said I was very surprised because I don't like Dynasty Warriors games. I've tried a number of them, and I found them to be repetitive and boring. And while there's definitely a repetitive nature to Hyrule Warriors, I feel like they went out of their way to add in, like...
Yeah. Nintendo fanboy, true and true.
I don't know.
But Link's in the show, it's so much better.
I really thought you're gonna talk like a real little kid and be like, "It's so much better."
Because Link shows better than everything.
Yeah.
Link is the coolest and the biggest fan. He's the bestest.
a big part in this game. And it's very good game.
Dynasty Warriors is stupid, but with Link it makes it wetter.
I like Link because he's really brave and strong and
Hey,
he's not
guys,
scared of
boys.
nobody, and he could be a Frankenstein.
Man, your review is so much better than mine. It's funny. Well, in my actual review, I started off by saying
I don't like these kinds of games.
I started
But
off by
I'm pretty
saying,
sure I like it because Link is my hero.
I started off by saying, I know this is how people are going to act, just like this, and be like, he only likes the cause itself. I'll just read the
I
review.
like that Link can be a Frankenstein.
So what did they change really that made you like it, other than Link?
Do you want me to really tell you?
Yes, they make fun of it.
In the missions, they have a lot of, like, side missions that you do as you're completing the main mission. No, so it's like,
And
alright, so the main objective is, like, to stop this one monster.
You have to find all
one
the
of
pose.
and there'll be, like, there's different keeps.
The Dongo hates smoke.
And you'll see that you're losing a keep, and the captain of that part of your army needs help, so you have to go over and defend
I'm
that
sorry,
keep.
can you say this in baby voice too?
No.
Do excited little kid voice.
So you do that stuff, and then there's also, like, there's one level where you have to find an exit to a cave, and you don't know where the exit is, and as you make your way, there'll be, like, lava blocking the way, and you have to work with another part of your army to collect bomb chews and accompany them to, like, different portions of the cave to blow those portions open and create a path for you to go through. So it's not just like, here's the bad guy, go kill him, and go through thousands of enemies. There's definitely thousands of enemies. But
now, have you played every one of those other games to know that they haven't done that before in those games?
I know that they haven't done it before, but I haven't played all the other games. Because every day I write about video games. Just because I only write about Nintendo doesn't mean I don't know what's going on with
I
other
know, but
games.
what if people don't want to publish spoilers about how games work?
That's a spoiler? Wait, about how games work? So the reviews just say, like, this is good. Take my
No, I'm
word
just
for
saying,
it.
you don't. Maybe there is a section in the game in one of their previous games
Where there's bomb chews? I guarantee
not
there's
bomb chews, but something similar. Bomb chew, and it's from Zelda. I love it.
Not agree with, or I'm reading a comment here. Not because it's a bomb chew. But as far as my research showed and what I've played, the way it approaches missions is different from
If
the
your
traditional
source on this
Dynasty Warriors game.
reliable.
Link Triforce says, I agree with RMC. I was never interested in Dynasty
Oh,
Warriors
of course
games, but I
it is.
love what I've seen of Hyrule Warriors.
Okay, so now we got a
Anything
Nintendo
Romy
fanboy
writes, yeah.
backed by a Romy Cowboy fanboy.
Yeah, anything he
Well, here you go.
writes is
Nintendo
gold.
says all the games have objectives. So there you
And
go.
the Romy Cowboy fanboy is probably backed by his mom.
Did you hear what I just said
He's
for
the
Nintendo?
most
Yeah, he said you
handsomest
were wrong.
Romy Cowboy fanboy
He
ever.
said you were wrong, and Nikki Hill and I were right.
That's what he said. Nintendo trademarked, I guess you say Cootie? Cutie? Cootie?
Kooky.
Q-U-D-Y and Q-U-D-I-I. They trademarked these names in Europe. I don't know what the hell it's for, but they...
Just because they could.
Sure, why not? Got some money to blow. Trademark a name. Jay
Oh,
Cody
everyone else
says,
having it.
quality of life thingy? That's my bet. Yeah, that's my bet as well, sir. He says, if it's called Cootie, they should just change the company name to Nintendo with 2 eyes. The double I branding is kind of becoming their thing. I don't know that they want to do that.
Wait, how are they going to spell Nintendo with 2 eyes?
Then
I want you to know that the Ice Climbers debate is still raging on in the chat.
And Popo.
North America, this week's downloads. What did we get? We got the Smash Brothers demo. It came out yesterday, so if you have a 3DS, you can now get the demo. Which
are
is
they
open
still
to
going to
the
have
public.
a? I'm sorry to interrupt. Are they still going to have an Ice Climbers level?
Well, let's not talk about it
I don't.
anymore.
I
Why
have
would-
no idea.
Okay, so there wasn't one in the demo at least. Then.
No, demo was only 5 characters, and it was just Final Destination.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Wait a
you
minute,
could see
like the movie?
yep, you could see thumbnails of the other
Right,
levels,
okay.
but I didn't see an Ice Climbers level, which I don't really care about.
Let's forget the.
You know what? In
Nintendo news.
Smash Run, one of the modes, there are Ice Climbers characters. There's like the big polar bear.
Yeah.
He's in it. So
Let's segue from Nintendo news.
Well, I kind of
to-
like the one Ice Climbers level. I know you didn't like it because it moved around.
climbing up one.
No, not that one.
Oh, the
iceberg one?
glacier.
Yeah, the
No,
glacier
it was
one was
okay.
good,
It was
yeah.
okay.
The climbing up one, no, that's
Hate that one. Oh, that's right. He's right. Our spoiler alerts. Well, I just said the
Doesn't
debate
work
was
when you
raging
bring
on.
it back.
I just said the debate was raging on. Thank you for pointing that out.
We're horrible people.
Theater Rhythm,
I
Final
I mean,
Fantasy.
look, if Nintendo wants to change their colors, that's fine by me.
I don't know what that means.
That's what the whole debate's about, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes.
I thought we were debating about the double I in the name.
That too.
Ice climb.
Link Triforce says the stage was
Climb.
Battlefield, not Final Destination. I apologize.
Oh,
But
You
I
heard it
played-
here, people. Romy Cowboy made a mistake.
Well, I played the Final Destination version of Battlefield
Oh.
because every stage in the game has a Final Destination version.
What is
Uh,
Final Destination?
It's the Ultimate Smash Brothers Battlefield.
Yeah, it's the last stage.
Is that when you play like Master Hand or whatever?
Yeah.
it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call, it's available.
Mr.
Mr. Hands.
Cooking Mama 5, Bon Appetit, or Bon
Boner
Appetit.
appetit.
Conquer the kitchen as you
You know
bake.
what would make that Master Hand even better? If they made it look like the hands in Zelda where they come down and grab you
Those
and
are in
bring
it.
you to the beginning of the level.
Bake, batter, and roll 60 of Mama's favorite
Bake,
oven
batter,
fresh meals
roll.
and tasty treats. She also needs your help with 30 fun new activities like feeding kittens and running a burger shop, and both of them go together.
They should have Cooking
Feed the
Mama,
kitten, cram it in
Hansel
a
and
burger.
Gretel edition.
Well, they've gotten a million spin-offs so far, so that could happen.
Mama's got a bud in the oven. You know what I'm saying?
I don't follow. Legend of the River King 2 is available on the 3DS Virtual Console. Wild Guns is available on the 3DS Virtual Console.
Those guns are running
Blast
wild.
your way through villainous outlaws, diabolical robots, and towering, screen-filling bosses either by yourself or with a friend at your side in a Super Nintendo classic. You'll need a sharp eye and quick on the draw reflexes.
And a super scope.
But fortunately, you've got plenty of moves to help you survive the hail of bullets heading your way. You can dive, roll, jump, double jump, rope enemies with a lasso, and clear the screen with explosive special attacks. Blast apart just about everything in the environment to find guns, bombs, and other hidden power-ups. It's up to you to bring justice back to town, or whatever's left of it when the smoke clears.
Is that spelled with either a Y or a Z?
No, regular spelling for
Yeah,
both
this
words.
is Super Nintendo. This is
Yeah,
way
this is back when
before.
stuff was
This
like
is before
all
anybody
spelled
realized
properly.
that Z was cool. Smash Brothers sale continues. Games that feature characters from Smash Brothers So you can check that out. We're in the 3rd week of that. Also on sale is Moon Chronicles and Mutant Mud. So if you haven't picked up those games, you can get a special deal on those. There's also special deals on Shin Megami Tensei 4, Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, the Star Baby game, and other Atlas games. The sale runs until September 29th. Big John Games are having a sale on their titles like Strike Force Fox, Coaster Creator 3D, and other titles. Some of them are up to 50% off. That's not all for sales. Also on sale is Classic Games Overload. Yes, Overload. And card. I thought it said Overlord. Classic Games Overload Card and Puzzle Edition is 50% off. It was $30. Now it's $15. That lasts until October 6th. Coming soon, Nintendo wants you to know Hyrule Warriors is on September 26th. Mario Golf Advance Tour is hitting the Wii U Virtual Console on September 25th. And Castlevania Dracula X, the Super Nintendo port of Rondo of Blood, is coming out on the Wii U Virtual Console October 2nd. Not as good as Rondo of Blood, but still a good game. Also new this week, Arrow Time U, Spiky Balls. For those that don't know, Spiky Balls plays like Flappy Bird. FIFA 15 is on the 3DS eShop. Secret Empires of the Ancient World is on the 3DS eShop, and Horse Vet 3D.
Horse Vet.
Horse Vet.
Chlamydia vet.
Trust me. They need all the help they can get. They can't go to regular doctors, so gotta take to the vet. Give them a bite block. XC Warrior says, hoping Pokemon Battle Traze is among the games on discount. I mean, really, what other Pokemon games are even on the eShop to download? I guess Rumble U, but that's about it. Theater in the Final Fantasy Curtain Call, certainly the big game of the week. That's true. It is a big release. I'm very sad to tell you this news. Super Mario Spikers was a game in development at Nintendo.
For volleyball? Super Mario volleyball game?
It was a volleyball/wrestling game made by Next Level, the guys who did all the other Strikers and all that stuff.
Strikers was a good game.
Yeah. We have some artwork from it. We have some test animations. It mixed in volleyball and wrestling, so you could perform wrestling maneuvers on the opposite team, like pile drivers and body slams. And we have footage of it.
Princess Peach
on the opposite team
in a bikini getting pile drive.
It wouldn't hurt your team.
No, but you also wouldn't cross the net. You just stay on your own side.
If you're playing real volleyball, sure, that's true.
I can't remember.
Okay.
These games.
I don't know what you can't remember.
The other
Super Mario Strikers?
like that.
That was a soccer game.
And Mario Strikers Charge?
Was there a tennis ball one too, where you can almost like
There's
attack
a
people
tennis
across?
game, but it's regular tennis.
But you couldn't fight each other.
There's a mode with items.
No.
But Strikers, you could beat the crap out of people, take them out. Although you can do that in regular soccer, but this was more violent. But this had special moves too.
Cartoon violence, simulated violence. Not even simulated, it was full blown.
But for whatever reason, Nintendo did not move ahead with this project, so sadly we will never see it.
It's on a shelf next to Project Hammer.
Yep. This game's just too good.
Next to Project Hammer and Gauntlet for the DS.
Phoenix Rush says, this looks so cool. How does how does any of this go against a code of honor? In the article that was talking about it, they said that Nintendo believed the game went against their code of honor at the time, which I don't, Japanese honor, but I don't know what the hell they felt went against it. Mario Wrestling needs to happen in some form. This looks so fun. Yeah. Somebody in the comments said they think it's too aggressive.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't like the idea of their characters, like, grappling and rubbing up against each other.
Yeah, like they don't. I guess Smash Brothers beating up is okay, but junk and Yoshi's
don't want it to get too sexy.
Nose. Yeah, this game's too sexy. So, for those of you that have been following along with the Smash Brothers leaks, you know the roster and stages and all that jazz. And some people are like, why isn't so-and-so in it? Why isn't this person in it? Is there going to be special DLC? There's been talk of DLC for characters and stages for quite some time now. Nintendo is not confirming it. All we can look at is Mario Kart 8, which has a ton of DLC coming out. New karts and courses.
You know what made Mario Kart even better? Well, they added Link to the roster.
He's not there yet. He will be.
Well, it instantly got better when they announced it.
So people are trying to decide if there's actually going to be DLC for this game and if there will be more characters or stages. So you know what happens next. People that like to pick apart games got in there and looked at all the data and pulled out all the sprite sheets and everything to see what was in there. And they noticed something. There's the characters selection page, and there's the stage selection page. And when they pulled out the data from those sections of the game, they got all the character icons. And then they got a green button and a yellow button, and they are arrows for forwards and backwards. And they're for navigation on those pages, except those buttons aren't implemented in the game yet. And I talked to our friends at Game Explain to make sure that those buttons weren't available in the Japanese version. And they said, nope, haven't seen them. So these are in the game's data, but not used yet. And the same thing happened with Mario Kart 8. Somebody found icons in the game that weren't used yet that seemed to indicate incoming courses, and that's exactly what happened. So if you're looking for some hope that there's going to be more characters added as DLC later, it looks like this is your best chance right now. It's only 2 arrows, but it makes a lot of sense from where they come from and why we can't see them yet. Moldy Clay says there's also a thing suggesting up to 8 players simultaneously, possibly for a cut or future inclusion of tournament mode or something. Not very clear. So there's some interesting data people are pulling from the game, but nothing official just yet.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
When was the last time you played Face Raiders or whatever it's called? Face Raiders. Yeah. Or
game,
done any of the alternate games?
Augmented reality?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like a month ago.
To show somebody, or you just decided I'm going to play?
I was
Face
using the
Raiders?
cards for a download game, and I was showing someone the Face Raiders thing. Platinum has talked about Bayonetta 2. They talked about the side content in the game, the characters, blah, blah, blah. So you can read all that on your own time, but the important stuff is they talk about the future of Bayonetta.
I was going to comment on that one on Facebook, I think. Because
Okay.
I was going to say side boob instead of side content.
That would have been a great comment.
You should totally do that.
I got to go back and do it.
No concrete plans for Bayonetta's future outside of Bayonetta 2, but the producer believes that given a chance, they can do anything they want with the franchise.
Maybe
That includes
Bayonetta 3.
manga, short stories. The director says he'd love to see a live-action movie. There's already an anime that's coming out in the States.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
Hashimoto says that if there is a third game, it would need a full model change. He'd like to keep the base system of Witch Time, but he'd like to revamp everything else. And he said that was the concept for the sequel, Bayonetta 2. Looked at Bayonetta and they revamped things and kept some of the core elements the same. So he said, if we do Bayonetta 3, that's how we're going to approach it, but nothing official at this time. But there is hope. Obviously, that hope will become bigger if this game sells well. It's out in Japan right now. Casey44 says, so can't wait for this game. Love the first one so much. This pleases my I Am Groot. Why you went in that direction? All right, that's it. Kirby, hello, Travis. Oh, Travis left. Goodbye, Travis. Kirby, what have you been playing?
I didn't play anything this week.
Oh, okay. Lou, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Destiny when I can. I squeeze in a few minutes here and there.
I'm sorry I couldn't meet up the other night.
Real
The
upset.
Tokyo Game Show started and there was a ton of stuff to do.
You could have at least texted me.
You said if I was coming on to text you.
Could have texted me and said you weren't coming
I'm
on.
sorry. I wanted to be there, but I couldn't make it. What level are you now?
25.
Oh, boy. I'm like I want to say 16 or 17.
Do Michaels is 17. We played the story up until where you and I got to. So
Yeah.
Do Michaels is right with
Oh,
us.
good.
He's a 17.
Good. Then we can all hop in together.
Tonight will be my last night to play for a while. So
Yeah, that's
I
what
want
I
to play
figured.
tonight if you can.
Can he play tonight?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll
but I
text
at least
him.
want to.
Yeah, we'll play.
Because I go back to work tomorrow night, so I gotta stay up all night tonight.
So I hit 15,
Oh,
obviously.
You've been on vacation.
yeah.
I hit
Last
15, and I've been, it opens up the other thing,
Yeah.
like the new path. Did you take the new path?
No.
I took the new path. I'm going to try it.
There was
I started out, I switched over to it,
mhm.
because I was like, if I get experience in the original path I chose, does it apply to this one as well? It doesn't. So I was like, oh.
Nope.
So I was
You
like,
gotta
all right, let me just get
start
over the
all over
hurdle.
again.
Because I started and I didn't have double jump.
Nope.
And I didn't have any grenades. Nothing. I was like, oh, this is terrible. But I forced myself to do some, whatever they are.
The patrols?
Yeah.
They're fun.
Oh, I was doing them before, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is the perfect time for me to get experience
Yeah.
and gain the stuff back. So I got a double jump, I got a grenade, and I got my supercharged thing
Mhm.
back. So I'm like, all right, at least now I have, like, the base stuff that I need. Because walking into situations and not being able to throw a grenade, I was like, this is terrible. But,
Yeah, on patrol it's not too bad, but if we went into the story mode, you'd be completely screwed.
Oh yeah, that's exactly why I was doing it there, because I was like, I can't do story mode. I'll get my ass handed to me. But the combination of that hand cannon and the sniper rifle, oh my god, I love it! I love it so much.
I actually I picked up a level 20 hand cannon.
Are you using it?
I picked it up like late, but I did like a patrol mission, and I was like, let's just buck around with this, and I was like, this is amazing.
Hand cannons are exactly what's right for me. I hate. But, is it 3 shots and then a reload?
I have 7 shots.
Oh, I need that. I have a very quick reload because of changing paths.
Okay.
My speed is much higher, so he reloads a lot quicker. But it is 3 shots and reload. I'm like, that's the only thing I don't like about that gun. I was like, if I can just upgrade how many shots I get,
you might be able to.
Yeah, or get a different gun.
But I found that too, like, your guns and your armor and stuff experience, like, as you gain experience, it's applied to whatever's equipped.
Yeah.
So.
Hello, Laxter.
Since my
SD stick here.
my one path I completely maxed out.
Yeah, I had a path maxed out too.
I mean like this with the subclasses.
Oh, okay,
I completely maxed out my subclass.
Uh-huh.
So now, I equip my other one only when I'm like gaining experience. That way, it's just going to it anyway, even though I don't use it a lot. Like when I cash in bounties, I'll switch to my other subclass, so all the experience just goes to that, and then I'll just switch back to the one I'm using.
Well, that's why, like I was saying, when I finally hit 15, I could switch. I just went out and shot a few things to see if the experience would go to the other thing. And I'm like, man, you really have to commit to it.
Yeah.
Because I know Dew said I ain't starting over. And I was
That's
like, oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
That's why I stuck with mine now. But that one's maxed out now, so I'm like, when I go to cash in experience, I might as well flip to the other one just to start applying stuff.
Yeah, because you can change them on the fly, so, you know.
But yeah, that hand cannon is
They're
awesome.
fun.
I would do it on patrol missions because I just run around and like I just run right up in people's face and just like blast them.
I got something.
But like in story missions, I'm gonna go back to my scout rifle because I got to play it safer.
I got something that ups accuracy with the hand cannon too, so I can from a pretty good distance get headshots with it. So I'm like, oh, all right. So that's like the whole game. I've been looking for a good gun combination. I always knew I liked sniper rifle, and I got that awesome blue one when we were on that shit. But now I have the hand cannon that I love, so I'm like, all right, now I'm actually happy and I can get stuff done. So from here on out, hand cannon.
I really like the scout rifle because I get the range with it, and it's got a good stopping power. But and then that fusion rifle, I just love it because if I'm in a close call, man, just one hit kills with it like constantly. Like up close and personal.
Hello, Tasty, and I like watching you use that gun because I like seeing what happens to the guy.
I got a new one now that it has the solar damage, so it disintegrates them into light.
Did you see that raid opened up? It's for 6 people.
Yeah.
And it's kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah,
I was like, we're gonna have to join up with 3 strangers.
The glass house or whatever.
There's no way you have to have 6 people, so we're just gonna have to go with strangers, but we're gonna get our butts kicked.
I've been doing the highest level 24 strike missions, and I've been getting through them like no problem.
Yeah, I just need more time to play. I was playing other stuff last night. I was gonna play, but I didn't.
I'm mostly doing it now because I'm trying to get that special money and stuff you need so you can buy like the handgun and stuff, and it's so hard to raise that.
I was reading about that. Yeah.
And you can only earn 100 a week, and the guns cost like 150. So it's like, if you're doing as much as you can, it's going to take a minimum week and a half to get there, you know?
Well, you can play online.
Just to buy, like, one thing.
The multiplayer matches apparently are good for doing this. So.
Yeah, but you still can only earn 100 a week.
Yeah, but, I mean...
But you earn it faster.
You get it faster.
Yeah, you can earn it real slow doing patrols.
Yeah.
But you can also earn it by cashing in 50 spin medals or 50 blooms.
Oh, your favorite.
So when I'm doing my patrols, I'll gather 50 to 100 things, and I'll just boom start banking those for dollars too.
Did you play anything else? Mickey Hill, what'd you play?
A bunch of Ocarina of Time.
How's it going?
All right. I have a hard time understanding what I'm supposed to do at times, but I get through it.
Where are you at?
Don't remember.
Well, I know you beat the water temple.
Oh, I am currently trying to get the silver
gauntlets.
As Baby Link.
Very wood.
I did an awesome move. Cause never mind.
So what
But
was the last temple that you did?
I'm there.
What temple is it? I don't remember.
I'm in the first half of the desert, whatever.
The Gerudo Palace.
Yeah, trying to get, and then
That's a good time.
I guess you do the second side once you get the gauntlets as older Link.
Well, because you got to move something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember it. There's certain parts of that game I remember more than others. And you said the Water Temple was no problem because they
It was
updated
actually easy because I don't know what they updated, but there's markings on the wall to show you where to go to raise it to the first, second, or third level.
Uh-huh.
So when you get to a certain area,
Oh,
like you pretty much already
that's
knew,
right.
like you had to raise it, go through, do this, raise it, go through, do this, raise it, go through, do this, all the way back, lower it.
Yeah.
And you can basically just go through. It was much. You can go anywhere you wanted, but I think it was a little more linear because it was so laid out as to where you had to go. You know, then you go into an area and be like, oh, I can see that there's an area here that I have to go to, so I'll lower it all the way again, go through it.
It sounds like it's a lot different.
And the Shadow Temple wasn't really that bad, I don't think. I just kind of went through
Is that the one with the magnifying glass in the
Yeah.
well? I really like that one.
So you're enjoying it? You're playing anything else?
I'm enjoying it. It's just it gets a little tough on the old hands, the hoofs.
Arthritis kicking in. Old
Yeah.
man Nicky
Well,
Hill.
I think this has something to do with it too.
Mhm.
Like
Wrist.
trying
My
to
wrist.
my
Wrist.
the cyst thing.
Just pop that thing, man. We'll hit it with a textbook for
I
you.
know it hurts. So I think that kind of plays into like my one hand, and I kind of like cramp up my little wanking claw. But but that's about it. And then what else did I play? The Last of Us.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
So now you've officially seen all there is to see with The Last of Us. You did the
Yeah, I thought
main game,
you beat it, right?
and you did the DLC.
Oh, okay. the
I just finished the DLC earlier today.
Now you're all done.
Yeah, now I can start.
That's it, and that's all.
Now you can move on to
Drake's
Uncharted.
Fortune.
Yeah. Start with 2, go to 1, and then play 3.
You know I don't like that.
I know. So that's it.
Yes. Words with some Sudoku. You know,
Oh, of course,
cell phone
you know.
stuff.
Yeah,
The regular
okay.
stuff. Yeah, I've been playing some cell phone stuff too. I got some golf game on there that's just like it's side-scrolling golf game, and it's just a golf ball and desert, and that's all there is to it. There's
Desert.
it's like each screen is its own hole, and it's randomly generated, so you can play forever. And I'm playing some, I forget what it's called, like Panda Pop or something, because I don't want to support King with shoot the marbles, 3 colors, really popular. Bubble Witch, that King?
Never heard of
Yeah.
it.
But Bubble Witch, I don't want to support those guys because of how nasty they treated other developers. But I was really
Never heard of Bubble Witch.
itching to play something like that. And I found Panda Pop, and it's exactly the same.
Sounds like Zuma?
Panda,
No.
pop. No, it's more like Bust
Bust the Move. It's exact. They all copied Bust the Move.
I don't remember Bust.
Bub and Bob, the 2 little dinosaurs from Bubble Bobble,
Oh, okay.
except they are on the either side of like a dial at the bottom of.
Bust the
the
Move
screen.
is like a total ripoff of
Oh,
And
that was like
What?
yeah,
This
Snoot,
Bust
right?
the Move came first.
No,
right?
no, no.
No, Snood came first.
I gotta
man.
look this up now.
Snood is like
There you go. I'm sure Nintendo
1999.
will tell you.
No, you don't. Nintendo doesn't know when Snood came out.
Nintendo, when did
See, the
Snoot come
guy-
out?
see, the
Hurry,
guy-
Snood was
hurry.
like
You guys
It's a
that made Bust
the
competition.
Move,
national
they tried to keep
pastime
Snood
of
off
my
the shelves.
college campus. Everyone played
Snood is a puzzle video game created in
Nintendo,
1996. Well, there's a bit of a
96
delay.
for Snood. Like,
Bust Move Wiki.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Well, I know. I'm just curious now.
Just
Not
saying.
the rap song. Yes, also known as Poll. 1994.
Oh, so not that
Bust the
far,
Move.
but-
Bust the Move was first. Oh, I need that.
case closed.
So what did I play? I played those 2 things. I played Destiny, obviously, which we already talked about.
Yeah, we should play Thursday.
I'm sorry.
Do Michaels and I had a lot of fun.
And I
Without
also
you.
I've been lucky enough. I have a copy of Smash Brothers for the 3DS, the English copy. Although I really can't say anything about it. I was looking at the embargo sheet, and it is very, very, very long. It's like, don't talk about this place, don't talk about this character, don't talk about this, that, and the other thing. But I'm playing it. Obviously, I miss using a GameCube controller because that's how I like to play Smash Brothers. But other than that, I'm having a lot of fun. Just unlocked a certain character.
Link?
Yes, let's say Link. I'm not allowed to say anything about that character, but very happy about him. I will have to talk to you after the podcast to tell you things I can't say during the podcast. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with some stuff. I'm eager to show you stuff. But yeah, I really can't talk much about it at all. So I'm just going to avoid it and say that I am playing it, but I can't
avoid it.
Avoid it. Evoid it. Evoision. I will talk to you about it when I can. And I played a little bit of the demo earlier this week too. Can I say if it's fun? Yes, Combo Meal. I can, and it is definitely fun. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, right now I'm in the unlocking stage because that's how Smash Brothers starts out. But there's plenty of stuff to do to unlock things, and lots of fun modes actually. If you follow along with the Sakurai's post on Miiverse, you know what's up. But yes, don't worry, it's fun. It feels very, very finely tuned. Very, like I know a lot of people complain about Brawl because they were like, characters slip and Meta Knight's cheap and blah blah blah. Now I'm not like a tournament player or anything, so
Why
I'm
is
sort
Meta
of.
Knight cheap?
I don't know, because people said it was cheap. I don't know. I'm not a tournament player, so I don't pay attention to that stuff too much.
Cheap
But
like what? Like
Stingy.
moves you couldn't stop, moves that did too much damage and went on too long compared to the rest of the roster and stuff like that.
That's why you liked him so
yeah,
much.
because it was cheap.
That's why you won as him all the time.
I still never won.
Well, Meta Knight is in this one. No, that's been no. All right, I'm just gonna move away from that. All right, let's do question.
Well, how much time do we have?
Damn it!
Do we have music today?
Nikki Hill was too busy playing The Story of Us, so we don't have music.
We really don't?
We really don't have music.
What the F?
Why did I even come here? I'm sorry. What
I didn't have my
I
computer.
really wanted to do horrible at music again this week like we did last
I
week.
didn't have my computer because I thought Mom Brain was going to be here.
Yeah,
After
where's
I got
Mom
here,
Brain?
She decided she wasn't
Tell me I
She's
cannot.
at her gummies.
What a bitch.
And,
Tell me about it.
and then I said earlier, I was like, well, I don't have my computer to do it. And Rami was like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I said, and I stand by that. I said, don't worry about it. Luke's worried about it.
No one told me not to worry about it.
We did. You weren't listening.
That's not true. I always listen to
Don't worry
everything
about
you say. Thank you, Kurt. I won't.
Finally, somebody told me. We did that. We did that.
So we're going to do more than one question then.
No, I don't want to do that.
You're such a tyrant.
Well, I don't want to
I
like
don't wanna
blow up the
talk to these
questions.
people.
We'll just do a couple questions.
Maybe we'll do a couple questions. All right, Thrillmo says, "Hi guys, bring back all the florps, please." We should.
We can't.
Right.
Nikki Hill doesn't like them.
Is this true?
Because you got them for us, and then you were upset that we kept using them when you were trying to talk.
I didn't get them.
Sounds like
guys.
something you would say.
I didn't get them for you guys.
I didn't say that. Just says like I can imagine you being upset when you're being florped
You can
over.
also imagine Luke full of misinformation.
Full of florp. Also, do you guys think the next year will be a breakout year for the Wii U? I don't know. It depends on when Smash comes out. When Smash Bros. Hits the Wii U, that should be a big point for the system. So we shall see. Secondly, out of all the previous generations on Nintendo titles, what do you guys want to see remade in HD? Super Metroid! That's what I want remade in HD.
yeah,
That'd be great. Yeah, I don't even care if it's just like up-res. That'd be fine. But like redrawn would be great. Oh man, that'd be wonderful.
Star
Man.
Tropics. I'll say
Star
it before,
Tropics.
I'll say it again. Star Tropics. Battle Tanks. A new Battle Tanks would
That's
be.
not a Nintendo title. Just on the. Well, there's battle tanks on Super Nintendo. I didn't know that. Did you ever play that?
No, I only did the 64.
That Retro Game Shop has it, and I'm like, maybe I should get it for Lube. They have plenty of copies of the Battle Tank 64 games, so don't worry about that.
Well, you have it right
Yes.
here. You know?
Is it green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The London Assault one is not green, but the original one is green.
Anybody else? Nintendo
Yeah,
games?
Star Tropics is my real
Star Tropics,
choice.
Super Metroid. You two guys? Okay.
Maybe some old Game Boy Color games or original Game Boy stuff might be cool. Star Tropics.
Yeah, that'd probably be my answer too.
Star Tropics definitely deserves more attention. Yeah. He says, "Happy Flarping, Thrillmo from the Flarping Down Underverse." All right, we'll do one more.
Yeah, that question went by really quick.
Hawk says, "Here's my question.
Part 1.
Nintendo has
14.
been rather generous with promoting and posting news for indie developers. I think this is a very good thing. But lately, some of these developers have been churning out extremely low-quality content. Do you think there might be a threshold at which these indies perform where they don't really deserve all the promotion they're getting?"
Ooh,
Well,
that's a serious question for all me.
I cover all games equally. If there's information about them, I will share the information. Personally, do I think some of these games are of lower quality than others? Yes, of course I do. Do I think that means the developer is half-assing it? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. For example, Spiky Walls. I know that's getting a lot of crap, but it's a Flappy Bird clone. There's not really much to it. Do I think the developer is half-assing it? No. I just think that's the type of game that a lot of people aren't going to be interested in.
What about the guy who made Flappy Bird?
No, I like Flappy Bird.
Yeah, but wasn't he half-assing it?
Using Mario pipes? Yeah, I guess. As far as assets go, sure. I think the gameplay was fine, but asset use, yes, I would disagree
How
with
is it that they were the exact same and it's not that he didn't animate them to look the same? You know what I mean?
I have no idea what you mean.
Did he steal those assets from a Super Mario
Well,
game?
he says no.
He animated it himself.
Well, there's no, yeah, just
Drew.
that's what he says, yes.
Okay.
But
I
if
feel
you
like-
put them side by side with the Mario pipe,
Right.
there's like a pixel width difference.
Right.
So it's like Vanilla Ice saying, that whole thing. Yeah.
Well, he could have drawn it to be the exact same just to play on like the
Yeah,
nostalgia
but that
and stuff.
still doesn't mean like
Right.
he did. So
But Spiky Walls
yes,
has a different appearance, but
Yes.
plays the exact same way.
yes.
So, who's ripping off who more?
That's the real question.
Well, I would say the developer of Flappy Birds is ripping off assets, and the developer of Spiky Walls is ripping off gameplay.
Right, so it's like a rip-off to the second power.
But what's worse? Because the
But the-
gameplay is like.
Well, worse is subjective. I don't know what's worse to you. Like, as far as legal stuff goes, it's easy to sue over stolen assets. It's almost impossible to over stolen gameplay ideas, which is why Mighty No. 9 exists and Mega Man exists, because Capcom can't take that to court because those battles always lose.
Yeah, that's like saying like Battlefield is a rip-off of Call of Duty because they're both
Yeah.
World War II game,
Like
like
shoot
like,
in first person and it's war focused.
I ripped off Doom. Doom ripped off Wolfenstein.
They took our idea of shooting people.
And then the new
That's our
Wolfenstein.
idea.
The new Wolfenstein is a rip-off of Call of Duty in full circle.
The new Wolfenstein rips off old Wolfenstein. So, I mean, like, the big difference in Spiky Walls is, well, there's really no big difference other than, no, there isn't really.
Nope.
The walls have spikes on them, but even in Flappy Bird, if you hit the side of a pipe, you still die. So, I would say,
And how about this? The size of the wall with the spike included is probably about the same width as the pipe anyway.
not true.
Okay.
They're skinny, very skinny.
The walls are skinny. But then there's pipes on the side of the wall. So what I'm saying
Wait,
is...
pipes on the spikes?
spikes on the
No,
side
they're
of the
still
pipe.
with spikes, very skinny. I can show you.
Yeah, show me.
I will do that.
Thrill me.
Wait, did I finish reading? Yes. I hope that answered your question.
So yeah, sometimes indie developers don't make very good games.
Yeah, but it's not for me to decide with GoNintendo what I feel, unless I feel someone is like blatantly ripping something off or has ill intentions, but
You're not.
you know,
Yeah, you're not subjective like that.
I don't play Barbie games. I have nothing against Barbie games, but
You're here
I
to
post
cover.
about Barbie
You're here to
games,
cover
yeah.
the news. So
There
you
you go.
cover the
What was-
news.
Okay, they're slightly skinnier than the pipes and flower, right?
yeah. I'm sorry. There's spiky walls with this little
Still not as good as my idea for Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird's $1 million idea. And yes, Laxter points out something, and I remember playing that as well, and I had a lot of fun with it. He says, I remember playing some helicopter mini-clip game years before Flappy Bird. It was the same basic thing. You controlled a helicopter, and there were randomly generated pieces of, like, terrain in the air, and you just had to avoid them.
Isn't that?
And
isn't
you
that
held
the
the
popular
screen
one right
to
now?
fly up.
Yeah, wait, what's
Huh?
that other game? There's a game
I
out now
just- I
that's
remember
where you
seeing
control a
somebody-
helicopter.
Through like weird stuff. It's almost like Life Force, where like your it's
Just on
scrolling.
mobiles?
I don't know if it's mobile or if it was a website.
It might be the same game for all
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
like a one-word title, like almost. Or no, wait, it's like that's something that because you have to keep like restarting the game.
Oh, retry?
Retry, thank you.
Well, no, retry is very different because your plane
'Cause
only flies.
It's a helicopter.
Your plane only flies in loops. So when you hold your finger on the screen, the plane only flies in loops, and you have to like tap the screen to like make it fly the way you want to.
Okay, but my
And
point
those
was
are-
it's kind of similar.
Well, yeah, they both have a plane.
And they're all rip-offs of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where you have to swim through the seaweed without touching the seaweed, or you instantly die.
The helicopter one is randomly generated, and retry is
Oh, it's not
specifically
randomly
designed
generated?
levels.
Okay.
No, and each level has a set amount of coins, and each level has hangars where you can land at to restart from there.
Okay.
And retry is awesome. It's a really cool game, but it gets very, very, very tough. Good soundtrack too. SC Sickero says, did he rip off the gameplay code or just the idea? We don't know. I would guess just the idea. I don't think he's going to use the same code. That'd be awfully brazen. There's something just came up about that with the Retron 5, which I talked about in previous podcasts. Retron 5 plays NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance games, the actual cartridges, and they're dumped to the system memory, but not permanently. And this is done through emulation, and now a couple people who've worked on emulators have come forward and said they said they think the Retron 5 is using their emulator without permission, and they have evidence of it. So now some big battle's going to start up over that. And then there's the whole battle of emulation being legal or illegal to begin with, which people still debate. So lots of crap going on. But yeah, Spiky Walls is the same as Flappy Bird. It's the same as Helicopter Game. It's the same as whatever. But we're gonna cover it.
Hey, remember that paper airplane minigame in
WarioWare? Yeah, there you go.
That was kind of like that.
That's one of my favorites in there. That and Piori, whatever that little bird is called that eats the seeds. Helicoptergame.net says Spocker. All right, we're done. That's enough helicopter
Screw
talk.
this crap.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
I'm scratching my nose.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Next week, Mom Brain should be back, and we'll have music. And hopefully you will be here as well. We will see you later. Goodbye, everybody.
Yay!
Bye, everybody.
All right, we're not. Oh, let's do this again. We're not really done, but
No, we're done.
It's time for the after show, where you can
Yes.
tell people to go F themselves.
if that's what you want to do. And I don't doubt it.
I love telling people to go F themselves.
I love hating people.
I love being a hater. A jelly hater.
That was our nickname for you all of our lives.
Jelly hater.
Lube Jelly Hater. Why does he hate jelly? No. You don't get it. Trust me, years from now, what I'm saying will make sense. Oh, let me just get this going, guys. There we go. Where the fart did that? Oh, okay, we're good. Nikki Hill, what are you doing?
Texting with my wife because she hates my guts.
My wife. Bring me back my wife. was going to say something. Oh, red. No. Oh, it's not locked.
No, it wasn't. It's just there was no water in the
RC, your new mic USB only, or can you use it with audio jack too? Both. You can do both. Yes, you can do both. Why are you suggesting I should? King of Mars, like, I can't talk about that stuff.
What are you saying?
He asked me a Smash Brothers question.
Come
I really can't talk about it.
Come on, guys. Let's be real here.
I wish I could. Even in the after show, it is not possible.
I can't wait.
No, don't say anything.
The after show.
Yes, which only takes place in here, and no one else can see. And we get naked.
But then I gotta remember not to talk about it at work.
Well, yes.
Listen,
Let's say
fanboys,
yes.
let's all stop on the speculation and getting all giddy just because you see Link with a sword running around in the field with a bunch of enemies, okay?
Oh.
Let's be realistic and be mature adults about this.
SD Stick Hero says he's jelly of your jelly, Luke. All right, guys, this is the audio thing crashed, and I have to
re-record the whole
re-record the whole show. I have to do the special recovery, so I'm going to stop while this is going on, just to make sure I get it. But
I don't know if you guys can hear at home. This thing is working like crazy right now.
yeah.
This thing, meaning the computer.
Commonweal, no comment. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Thanks for being you. And thanks for following us on Instagram and Twitter. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you next week. Well, I'll talk to you on the site in a little bit, but like this next week. Goodbye, everybody.